Health Ministry records spike in number of haze-related illnesses. Terengganu braces for year-end flood season. You're watching News on 2 with me, Renee Fong. Good evening. The Health Ministry today disclosed that the number of patients seeking treatment for eye infections nationwide have risen between 20 and 30% in the last 1 month. Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Zulkifli Ahmad says allergy and respiratory complaints have also increased since thick smoke believed due to forest fires in Indonesia enveloped Malaysia with no signs of abatement anytime soon.
Pentingnya kami ingin tegaskan bahawa fasiliti-fasiliti kesihatan, khususnya klinik-klinik kita, bersiap siaga untuk menangani peningkatan yang mendadak akibat daripada jerebu ini. Ya, itu yang telah kami bersedia dan dari masa ke semasa Ketua Pengarah Kesihatan PG akan membuat komunikasi dalam FB-nya ataupun dalam press releases dia ataupun kenyataan akhbar beliau.
The Health Minister further noted that periodic updates will be released to the media as the ministry continues to collect real-time data on the situation. The haze situation in Malaysia has hit unhealthy levels, with schools in Selangor, Putrajaya, Sarawak and Port Dickson in Negeri Sembilan forced to shut down. The situation is mainly caused by transboundary haze from Kalimantan, Indonesia, brought about by forest fires. The National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, says cloud seeding operations in Sarawak will be conducted on or after 19th September, depending on several factors such as the clouds, suitable wind condition and right humidity level. On whether a disaster emergency will be declared, NADMA says this will only happen if the Air Pollutant Index API level goes above 500. In a statement, NADMA said it had previously declared an area as a disaster emergency area, but only when the API level reaches a hazardous level, such as on 19 September 1997 in Kuching, Sarawak, when the reading registered 650, and on 1 August 2005 in Kuala Selangor, when the API level was 531. The statement also said that 531 schools were closed today, involving 363,991 students. There are 298 schools in Sarawak, 145 in Selangor, 63 in Negeri Sembilan and 25 in Putrajaya. According to the Education Ministry, a total of 12 private schools nationwide involving 7,432 students were also closed today. Among them were Tenby International School, Setia Eco Hill Cempaka International School, Choras, Garden International School and Sri Utama School. NADMA advised the public to reduce outdoor activities if possible and wear face masks all the time if they really need to go outside. The Klang Municipal Council MPK, through its swift action team, Pasukan Tindakan Segera or Pantas, will dispatch 2 teams to carry out 24-hour surveillance in the Johan Setia and Pulau Indah areas to ensure that no open burning activity is conducted. MPK President Datuk Muhammad Yassid Bidin said these teams will carry out patrols in commercial, residential and farming areas. Datuk Muhammad Yassid said several farmers in Johan Setia were still carrying out open burning activities at night, adding that these individuals are yet to be identified by authorities.
Tapi setakat ni kita masih gagal lah mengesan orang yang membakar sebab mereka ni pembakaran ni apabila dia bakar dia tinggalkan, dia tak akan tunggu dekat situ dan tak ada siapa yang akan ambil tanggungjawab lah kata saya bakar benda tu, tak. Dia bakar, dia cabut sebab tanah tersebut kawasan yang luas, jadi kita pun tak dapat identify lah siapa yang sebenarnya yang memulakan operasi pembakaran haram tersebut. Tetapi walaupun buat masa ini terkawal lah sebab kita sentiasa mengawal 24 jam.
He was speaking to the reporters after the A program to dispose of seized goods at MPK store in Klang. Now let's take a look at the 10 areas with the highest API readings as of 6 p.m. today. All agencies involved in flood operations in Terengganu are on high alert for the onset of the year-end flood season from October to March next year. In addition to manpower, all assets including boats, four-wheel drives and trucks are also placed on standby and ready to be moved at any time. State Disaster Management Secretariat Chief Lieutenant Colonel Che Adam Rahman said a total of 28 agencies and 500 assets will be involved in disaster relief operations in the state. He said the operations would focus on the high-risk flood areas in Hulu Dungun, Hulu Terengganu, Kemaman and Besut.
Pemindahan kalau kita jangkakan lebih kurang 497 di seluruh negeri Terengganu yang boleh menampung seramai 133,975 orang di seluruh negeri Terengganu, dan persediaan keseluruhan boleh kita katakan 70% lebih di peringkat negeri, dan hanya menunggu mesyuarat jawatankuasa pengurusan bencana peringkat negeri bilangan 3 yang kita jangkakan pada bulan Oktober nanti.
He was met after launching the state disaster preparedness at Sungai Kampung Dusun, Hulu Terengganu. Meanwhile, the state police had also intensified its preparation. State Police Chief Dato' Aidi Ismail said the personnel had undergone an integrated flood simulation training since 11th September as part of their preparation for flood relief efforts.
Tugas kita kena pasti, maksudlah daripada Jabatan PDRM sendiri, daripada APM, daripada Bomber dan Penyelamat dan juga daripada pihak ATM lah. Dan kita pun akan mengadakan masyarakat penyelesaian tak lama lagi, dan kesiapsiagaan ini adalah mungkin episod pertama. Kita akan ada lagi satu episod, kita akan di daerah Dungun, latihan untuk kali kedua untuk melengkapkan kita punya kesiapsiagaan lah.
A man and a woman have been arrested and a revolver seized in connection with a botched armed robbery attempt where a senior citizen was killed in Kangkar, Tebrau, Johor 4 days ago. A special team from the State Police Serious Crimes Unit arrested the duo, aged 36 and 21, and also seized a Smith & Wesson .38 revolver after a brief car chase that saw several warning shots fired along the Pasir Gudang Highway towards the Pasir Gudang industrial area. A source familiar with the investigation said the police team had earlier located 3 suspects travelling along the highway in a Produa Myvi car that was reported stolen. The police team in the marked car gave chase by putting on the vehicle siren and identifying themselves before ordering the suspects to stop. However, the suspects refused and became aggressive by trying to ram the police car and going on the opposite side of the highway in an attempt to flee. The pursuing team then fired several shots to the car's tires before it lost control and crashed into a road divider. Shortly after that, the suspects tried to run, but the couple was nabbed, while another male suspect escaped into some nearby bushes. It was learned that the injured male suspect, a local from Taman Desa Harmony, is known to police. Investigators are also checking the background of the female suspect who hails from Pontian. The case is being investigated under Section 302 of the Penal Code for murder, as well as Section 3 and 4 of the Firearms Increased Penalties Act 1971 for discharging and exhibiting a firearm. You're back with me, Renee Fong. Yang di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah today attended the Perdana Duha class held at the main surau in Istana Negara. Also present was Raja Permaisuri Agong Tunku Haja Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandariah. Their Majesties arrived at 9:30 a.m. welcomed by Federal Territory Mufti Datuk Sri Dr. Zulkifli Muhammad and about 600 members of the congregation comprising civil servants and representatives of government agencies. Also present were Federal Territory Islamic Religious Council MAWIB Chairman Datuk Sri Syed Hussein Al-Habshi, Director General of the Malaysian Islamic Development Department JAKIM, Datuk Muhammad Nordin Ibrahim and Director of the Federal Territories Islamic Religious Department Jawi Muhammad Ajib Ismail. Al-Sultan Abdullah and Tunku Azizah performed the Duha supplementary prayers and then attended a special Duha class conducted by Zulkifli. The couple later presented donations to 40 hardcore poor persons before leaving at noon. Negeri Sembilan Parti Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia Bersatu Chief Tan Sri Dr. Rais Yatim has urged the Malays in the country to wear the songkok to reflect their cultural identity. Tan Sri Dr. Rais said the Malays in their heydays wore songkok and fought for the independence of Malaysia clad in one.
Ini boleh menyumbang kepada identiti kemelayuan, memberi kesepakatan dan memberi tanda hormat.
Tan Sri Dr. Rais also said the Arabs do not wear the songkok as the only people who wear it are the Malays in Malaysia and the archipelago, which consists of Indonesia, Singapore and South Thailand, which gives a strong sense of cultural identity to the people and to the population of nearly 400 million. The Negeri Sembilan Bersatu chief said this after the closing ceremony of the Negeri Sembilan Bersatu Tanja Wearing Tradition program organised by Armada, the youth wing of Parti Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia in Seremban. The Klang Municipal Council MPK has disposed contraband liquor, pirated DVDs and VCDs, as well as illegal advertisement worth around 73,000 ringgit today. According to MPK President Datuk Muhammad Yassid Bidin, the contrabands were seized by the MPK enforcement teams from November 2018 until July this year. Datuk Muhammad Yassid said the destroyed goods consist of 1,798 bottles of liquor, 2,634 pirated DVDs and VCDs, and 38,412 illegal advertisement sheets. He said the seizures were made under Food Establishment Licence by Laws 3 subsection 1 MPK 2007 for conducting business without a licence, Hawker by Laws 3 MPK for hawking without a permit, and advertisement by Law 7 MPK for putting up advertisements without a permit.
Kita akan meneruskan aktiviti untuk mengawal semualah, sama ada iklan haram, iklan alung, DVD haram dan juga minuman-minuman keras yang dijual tanpa kelulusan dan juga tanpa permit daripada Majlis Pemandaran Kelang.
He was speaking to the reporters after the A program to dispose of seized goods at MPK store in Klang. Terengganu Fisheries Department has revealed that around 67 sea turtles were found dead in Terengganu waters since January until August of this year. Its director Zawawi Ali said the number has increased compared to last year, where the department said a total of 50 sea turtle deaths were recorded. Throughout last year, the department has also been collaborating with several non-governmental organizations, NGOs, where about 300,000 agar-type baby turtles were released into the sea. However, Zawawi said the overall percentage of turtle deaths is still low.
Ini ada dua sebab. Salah satu sebab kerana kena propeller boat. Dia pecah kipas boat pertama, kemudian yang kedua kerana kena kepada alat-alat menangkap ikan dia mati. Jadi yang dua dah kita kena pastilah. Jadi ada pula sebab lain lagi tapi kita tak dapat kena pasti lagi lah.
Zawawi said the department's personnel also managed to give immediate treatment to 9 sea turtles, which were found consuming plastic-based waste that could cause the death of these reptiles. He was speaking to reporters after attending the turtle release program in Rantau Abang Beach, Dungun, Terengganu. The Commissioner's Office is of the opinion that the Malaysian Paralympic Council MPM should postpone its extraordinary general meeting EGM, which was scheduled to take place tomorrow. This is to give the body an opportunity to first resolve the dispute over the presidential nomination. The advice is believed to have been issued after 8 of the 24 associations under the parent body agreed to proceed with the EGM. In a letter sent to MPM, Chief Assistant Commissioner of Sports Asmadi Mohamad said the delay was necessary to ensure that it was conducted according to the existing rules. Earlier, MPM presidential candidate Datuk Sri Megadi Shah Riman Zaharuddin had filed a summons to get an injunction to prevent MPM from holding the EGM. The EGM is believed to be the last resort for several MPM parties to approve the nomination of the former Youth and Sports Minister Khairi Jamaluddin, who was seeking to wrest the presidential seat of SM Nasaruddin SM Nasimuddin. The Ministry of Youth and Sports KBS will seek clarification regarding claims that 13 stadiums across the country did not have a code compliance certificate CCC. Its Deputy Minister Stephen Sim Chi Kyong said the ministry would need to gather more information before it could take the necessary actions to resolve the problem.
So kita akan tengok balik dengan pihak perusahaan itu lihat apa yang terjadi sebenarnya.
So you get information from Google?
Kita akan lihat secara terperinci sebelum kita bagi.
Stephen Sim was met after officiating the closing ceremony of the 2019 Malaysian Silat Cekak Harimau Open at Dewan Tun Razak in Temerloh, involving 601 exponents from 44 local and foreign teams. Malaysian Fire and Rescue Department's Fire Safety Division and Building Safety Certification Section Chief Datuk Zamri Din was reported as saying that 13 stadiums around the country were deemed unsafe because they did not have a CCC. And that concludes this evening's News on 2. In our top story, Health Ministry records spike in number of haze-related illnesses. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon for more updates. I'm Renee Fong. Stay tuned to TV2 and have a pleasant evening.